Sheriff's office.
I can see you naked right here. I'm not hurting anybody.
Yep.
What's up, Brian?
Just clean yourself
I'm
off.
fine. I'm cleaning myself off. If you guys don't get off my property, I promise I'm going to start spraying you with this hose. You can finish.
You're about to watch a naked man jump into a lake, and then the police are going to have to figure out how to get him out of the lake and arrest him. And it gets extremely interesting. Hello, this is Jason Matthews. I'm a recently retired law enforcement officer. I was also a use of force instructor and a taser instructor during my career. And in this video, I'm going to be commenting on this public domain video that was released out of Florida. I'll be giving you my perspective based on my training and experience and providing you some information that the general public doesn't know about law enforcement. I'll be watching and reacting to what I'm seeing just like you. Stay to the end to watch the full video without commentary. But before we get started, if you support the police, click the like button. And if you do not support the police, click the dislike button. It's anonymous. I'm just curious of where you stand. Let's get started and see what's going to happen with this individual.
Starting with you. Starting with you. You motherfuckers turn my hose off and you get gone.
First thing that I want to comment on is, if you heard the man said it's private property, and someone would think initially by hearing that police could not come on private property. However, there are exceptions to this. And a few that I can think of is if they have a warrant, for example, or they have a complaint of indecency. Most states, most jurisdictions have laws against public nudity, indecent exposure, those type of things. It varies from place to place. But those are two reasons why police could come on private property and take action.
I'm going to start whipping this thing around. If you pull that taser out, I'll fucking... Brian, chill. Hey, motherfucker. You stand back. You put those tasers out. Hey.
This has already turned ugly because the police have allowed him, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, have allowed this individual to back up to the point where they no longer have sight of him, or they potentially do not have sight of him, or have control over the situation. And there could be a few reasons for this. Me thinking as a law enforcement officer, one reason is, in my experience, dealing with someone who is unclothed, who is naked, the first thing that I'm thinking is, I don't want to touch the individual. I don't care who it is. I don't want to touch them. And if we get into some type of altercation, they're going to be all over me and they're going to be touching me everywhere. So this is just something natural that comes up in a law enforcement mind that the general public may not know about. But then also, I can understand that this individual was spraying water at them. I don't think the police want to get soaked in water. But on the other hand, if he jumps into a body of water, they're going to probably get wet anyway. But in any case, this incident has already spun out of control because the individual is fleeing the area now, or attempting to do so.
You push buttons, you wrote papers, you signed. You pointed a gun at me, you're standing in my yard. I didn't point a gun at you. Well, you got a gun.
So this was edited by the agency, but now we see that the individual that they are trying to apprehend is now in a body of water. That's very problematic. And so the next question is, how are they going to get him out of this body of water? And that's a very important decision. And the first thing that comes to mind is, as a taser instructor during my career, a lot of people may not know this, the general public may not know this, but it seems like common sense, maybe to me as a law enforcement officer, but maybe not to the general public. It is not recommended to use a taser in or near a body of water. Why is that? That is because if an officer uses a taser, there's obvious electrical problems, electrocution problems. Additionally, if an officer uses a taser in a body of water and shoots someone with that taser, then that incapacitates them, at least temporarily, and they could drown and other bad things can happen. So now they have to figure out how to mend this situation where the individual has fled and now he's in a body of water.
A gun on your wall, you fucking take it off.
But I haven't taken it out and done anything to it.
They all pointed at me. They pulled their tasers out and they ran.
I wasn't here for that.
Well, now you are a big motherfucker.
And I'm trying to see what we can do to resolve it.
Well, you point that gun at them, you tase them, you haul them off my yard, you fucking shoot them in the head, every one of them.
Me personally, my first thoughts of seeing this is I would just wait it out. However, there are some downsides. When I say wait it out, I would say just wait for him to come out of the water, because he has to come out of the water at some point. He's going to get tired. He's going to want to give up or come out of the water at some point, and he's not going anywhere. However, there are drowning issues here to think about, and the safety of the individual. So we can't just think about our safety. We are supposed to think about safety of others also. So it's a judgment call. It's a judgment call. There's really no black or white here. If you believe there is a black and white issue here, comment down below. I'd like to hear your comments. But it's a judgment call in my understanding, in my thought process of whether to either let him stay in the water and come out when he's ready, or to go out and retrieve him from the water.
Well, if I had a gun, it's my property.
What can we do to resolve it?
It's not that deep. He's just going under to grab mud off the bottom.
Yeah, and he's naked, by the way, so you're not going to really have anything to grab onto.
You hear what he said? He's naked, so you're not going to have anything that you can grab onto, which is true also. That's another thing I failed to mention before. It's another consideration. If you arrest him, he's got water all over him, or if you attempt to make the arrest, that water is going to be all over him. There's nothing to grab onto. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a hard situation to overcome. However, I will say this is a very dangerous situation, potentially for the individual they're trying to apprehend, but especially to officers. If you have to get a boat out with life jackets and you have to potentially use force on someone and they could resist in a body of water, that's not a good situation to be in. And like I said in the beginning, best case scenario is to apprehend this individual and have control of him on land. And this is hindsight 2020, but if we look back, the best thing to do probably would be when he was on land, get an officer behind him so it would make it more difficult for him to get in the body of water. But here we are, and now we have to do the best we can.
Hey, everybody. Watch, don't let him grab you. Right here. You see him?
They're drowning me.
No, you're not going to be able to.
Right. They're drowning me. They're drowning me. They're drowning me.
And as you see, the individual is not compliant with orders. He also seems somewhat combative. He's throwing into items at the officers. And so that has to be also taken into consideration here. However, the good thing here is one positive, as they know he's not armed. If he's naked, I don't see a way how he could be armed. So that's a positive on the officer's side and for everybody concerned.
Standing right there. Hey, go forward. Now, do it. Go.
I got a hand.
That was a good decision-making process. They waited until he was able to stand up in the water to try and apprehend him with multiple officers. Why that's a good thing is if they were to try and jump in and they can't make touch of the bottom of the lake or the body of water, they can't stand up. Now you've got definite drowning possibility issues, because not only they have to maintain buoyancy inside that body of water, but they also have to struggle with another individual and among themselves to get somebody apprehended. And if they lose control of that individual after they apprehend him, he could also drown.
Stand by. You're going nowhere. I got one hand.
I got his leg. Go to shore. I got a leg. I got the other leg.
I got a cuff on this hand.
Good.
Cuff on that. I got one on this hand.
Come on. Call rescue.
We got him coming already.
Look at me.
Hey,
Relax.
hey,
Can't breathe.
Relax.
I can't fucking
Brian,
breathe.
stop.
Help me.
Stop.
As you can see, they have multiple handcuffs handcuffed together. And I'm trying to think just off the top of my head why that would be. And the reason I believe that is the case, instead of just using one handcuff, is because the water, it would be very easy to have those handcuffs slip off in that body of water, or make it very hard for them to actually handcuff the individual with one set of handcuffs in the water. If you can think of something else, comment down below and let me know what you think. Why are they using multiple handcuffs in this circumstance?
You want this one off?
No, it's too tight. It's
too tight.
Okay.
It's pushing on my lungs. He's got my neck. I can't breathe. Okay.
Don't fucking move. Don't move.
My legs are...
The other thing I can think of why they're using multiple handcuffs is it appears that they have him handcuffed on one arm, and maybe that was the only thing they could do, was to handcuff one arm and then attach multiple other handcuffs to that handcuff and then drag and pull the individual towards the shore. So in times like this, in circumstances like this, you really have to improvise many, many times. There's no real standard procedure for getting someone out of a lake that I know of. I doubt, maybe there is some jurisdictions in the United States that they have procedures laid out ahead of time, but I've never heard of it.
Don't pull your arms. Relax. I'm not moving. Okay. This is the grass. I can't breathe. Okay. Rest your head right there.
As soon as
And look at me.
And here we see a picture. It looks like an officer who was injured during the altercation. Okay, before I play the full video without commentary, if you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released. Share this video with family and friends to help improve their understanding of law enforcement actions as well. Together, we can achieve the goal of understanding and public awareness of police protocol and procedures. Take care and have a great day.
Hey, man. Sheriff's office.
I can see you naked right here. I'm not hurting anybody.
Yep.
What's up, Brian?
Just clean yourself
I'm
off.
fine. I'm cleaning myself off. If you guys don't get off my property, I promise I'm going to start spraying you with this hose.
You can finish.
Starting with you. Starting with you. You motherfuckers turn my hose off and you get gone. I'm gonna start whipping this thing around. If you pull that taser out, I'll fucking...
Brian, chill.
Hey, motherfucker.
Brian.
You stand back and put those tasers down. Hey. You push buttons, you roll papers, you sign. You pointed a gun at me, you're standing in my yard.
Let's be clear, I didn't point a gun at you.
Well, you got a gun on your wall, you fucking take it off.
But I haven't taken it out and done anything with you with it.
They all pointed it at me. They pulled their tasers out and they ran.
I wasn't here for that.
Well, now you are a big motherfucker.
And I'm trying to see what we can do to resolve this.
Well, you point that gun at them, you tase them, you haul them off my yard, you fucking shoot them in the head, every one of them. Well, if I had a gun, it's my property.
What can we do to resolve this? It's not that easy. It's just going under to grab mud off the grab bottle.
Yeah. Oh, and he's naked, by the way, so you're not going to really have anything to grab onto.
If he gets it. He's under the boat. Watch.
What are you going to do there, buddy? Watch, don't let him grab you. Right here. You see him?
No, you're not going to be able to. Ryan.
They're drowning me! They're drowning me! They're drowning me!
I got a hand. Stand by. He ain't going nowhere. I got one hand.
I got his leg.
Go shore. Go to shore.
I got a leg. Got the other leg. I got the other leg.
I got a cuff on this hand.
Good.
Cuff on that hand. I got one on this hand.
Come on.
Call rescue.
We got him coming already.
Here, look at me.
Hey,
Relax. I can't breathe. Relax. I can't fucking
Brian,
breathe.
stop.
Help me.
Stop. You want this one off?
No, I want. It's too tight. It's
It's too tight.
Okay.
It's messing up my lungs. He's got my neck. I can't breathe.
okay.
He's
Don't fucking move. Don't move.
My legs. I
Don't
can't
pull
move.
your arms.
I'm
Relax.
not moving.
Okay.
This is the grass. I can't breathe.
Okay. Rest your head right there.
As soon as you
Look at
get us
me.
coming, we'll turn you over so you can
Tap on
breathe.
my legs.
Okay. I know.